acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabari Zuniga able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 31 yards there, a first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 2nd and 1. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play and the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 66 yards. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A handoff as they run the counter play. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, computer.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll go with a keeper. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a quarterback sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. From his own end zone, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, past the 20. Chicago. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 21-14. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, He likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 2nd and a couple, Fields. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put...
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Kamara trying again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In motion left goes Jones. To try again after the sack. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third and long. It's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They run it again with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Into the hands of Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 9 now. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Wow, 213 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bears 21. Will Lutz will kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bearcats made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first down again at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones now in motion left.
Fields on first down.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're going to look to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bearcats lead at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Off play action. Fields.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 1.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about him pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
And they'll get another road